Why there, babe? Okay, first and foremost, let me just get my rings. In this line of business, in the skin consultation line of business, it is very essential to be wearing your rings at all times. It is for sanitation purposes. It is for what isn't it for, in all honesty? Now, let me just collect all of these little bits and bobs and pieces while you tell me what exactly it is that you're in here for and what I can help you with and how I can help you. Interesting. Pop this one right on in. My thumb currently is like Dwight Schrute and the ring is like the pumpkin head. Okay. Yeah. 100% get that. 100% understand. Yep. I've been there. Wow, really? Wow. Insane. You're kidding. You are kidding. Wow. No way. That is just so crazy. Immensely crazy, I would say. Immensely crazy. Probably the craziest thing I've heard all day. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, you know something? Have no fear. I am not prepared with all of the routine rings. Now, let us begin in this inquiry, this quest, this little guide that we're on right now, okay? We're going to begin now. So, first and foremost, I'm going to be conducting a little skin test, if you don't mind. I'm going to be coming in really close to you, right? Come closer. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be coming in really close. I'm just going to be looking at your face. So I'm going to be flashing a light just to kind of see the pores, the refraction of the light onto your skin, and see what kind of flakiness we find. If we do find any flakiness, any fine lines, if we do find any fine lines, any wrinkles, if we do find some wrinkles, and then we're going to be assessing the damage done, and then how we can recoup that, and how we can rejuvenate that, and how we can undo that. Does that sound good to you? Perfect. Okay, so come close, sweetie. Close your eyes. Okay, I'm just going to be looking through the refraction of the light. I'm going to be splitting your face down into quadrants, so 4 little boxes on your face, right? So quadrant 2 right here is showing some signs of flakiness. So that means that your skin is kind of getting dry and it's starting to kind of like, sort of flake out. I'm going to be looking at quadrant 4. Okay, quadrant 4 seems to have some premature wrinkles to it and some blemishes. Totally cool, totally natural, totally fine. We will be adjusting that and getting rid of that for you. Through our rejuvenation process, those blemishes will redden, but it'll be ready to just vanish within a day after reddening, and it will not return as long as you don't pick at it. Quadrant 1 right here. Okay, once again, I'm seeing some flakiness. I'm seeing some skins that are now starting to kind of come up. Totally cool, totally natural, totally normal. We will be rejuvenating that. And now for quadrant 3, once again, I see some blemishes, some fine wrinkles, all of that jazz, but we will be rejuvenating that for you. So let us begin now. Are you familiar with petroleum jelly? Of course you are. Who isn't? So petroleum jelly is our secret ingredient in this procedure. It is going to retain all the moisture being lost from your face, thus eliminating all the fine wrinkles and allowing them to really sort of like bloom up, very much fill out, and gives you that sort of like very youthful, sort of full fatty look. Now, as for your blemishes, it will fill it up and make it seem much more red, kind of make it very ingested with grease and oil, even though it's not greasy, but it is oily, or kind of like, it's a heavy substance. But it will disappear because it is so full, and as long as you don't pick on it, it will not return, it will not scar, it will be gone. So let's begin. I'm going to open up this little thing. I'm just going to grab some of this Vaseline. I'm going to be grabbing a lot of Vaseline. I'm going to be a lot of Vaseline for that forehead of yours, sweetie. Oh my god. Okay. It is my job to make you feel insecure. That way you buy our treatments. So come closer, come closer. I'm just going to be putting this onto your forehead right there. Yep, right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just sort of slathering it on, right? Slathering it on. I'm going to be just slathering this on right there. Very juicy, very full, right? A little more on the sides, a little more there. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a little bit of a quick massage rub, right, to kind of get the lymphatic system working, to kind of get it all in motion, to kind of get it all functioning. And as I'm doing this sort of like rotation system, I'm going to be just allowing it to really just kind of delve deeper into the pores, into the skin, into the fine lines of your face. That way it kind of really just gets into the root of whatever it is that ages you and undoes it, and that way you look 20 years younger, 30 years younger, 40 years younger. I want you to look like a fetus. I want you to look like when you look like a sperm inside of your grandfather's nutsack. Now we're going to be just really going in, really going in, really going in. You're already looking so good. Okay, I'm just going to be doing some circles right there, doing some circles right there, right? Okay, yeah, totally right there. And then like right there. Okay, look up a little bit. Just look up a little bit. I just want to make sure that the light hitting it very right. I'm going to be using the light once again just to kind of get a better look at what it is that I'm working with, just to kind of like see the fine lines that I'm not seeing with just the naked eye, and then I'm going to be just really targeting those fine lines. Okay, so just close your eyes. Perfect. I'm just going to be going in a little bit deeper right there, right? Okay, and I'm going to be going a little bit deeper right there, right? Okay, I'm just going to be using it onto the other side, and I'm just going to be doing a little bit deeper right there, right? Okay, I'm going to be going a little deeper right there. I'm going to be going a little deeper right there, and now a little bit deeper right there. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to be doing the same procedure, same exact procedure, but this time I'm going to be going a little bit lower onto your cheeks, right? So with your cheeks, I'm going to be slathering on a little bit of the Vaseline once again, and I'm just going to be really coating it. But this time I'm going to be really focusing all of the fat and the meat onto the apples of your cheeks to kind of give you a very fuller, very lifted look, while also sort of swiping it upwards to kind of emphasize your bones within your cheeks, and then rubbing it down to allow the drainage to take place. All of the toxins that have been bubbling up and sort of rotting away inside your face will be washed away via our treatment. So I'm going to be just grabbing a little bit of this Vaseline yet again. Just making sure that I wash this Vaseline. This Vaseline just allow you to get really good Vaseline, good coverage when it comes to the Vaseline. Now we get really good coverage when it comes to the Vaseline. Right, I'm going to be putting that to the side, and I'm just going to be putting it right back as we talked about onto your cheeks right there, onto your cheeks right there, okay, yeah. I'm just going to be slathering that on really quickly. You can close your eyes for this. I know it is a very sensitive subject, and I know that, or rather sensitive area, and I know that when you have all of this slathered beneath your eyes will flinch, so just keep them closed. I'd rather you keep them closed than continue to palpate, blink them. Women are not allowed to blink or show any emotion, otherwise your face will crack. So I'm just going to be putting down some of this foundation to really make you feel 50 years younger, 60 years younger, 70 years younger. Okay, I want you to look like an egg inside of your great-great-great-grandmother's ovaries right now, all right? While she was inside of the womb. That's how young we're looking. I'm going to be just putting it right there. Okay, great. Yep, love it. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to be just activating the lymphatic system, allowing for drainage to take place, allowing all the toxins to move away from your face. Is this perfectly suitable to you? Excellent. I'm going to be grabbing my flashlight once again and watching it happen before my eyes, right? Okay, I'm just going to be smoothing it out, right? I'm going to take my thumb, the corner of my thumb, and I'm just going to really put in some deep sort of attention onto your face. I really want to pay my undivided, full, deep attention to your face right now, right? Okay, so I'm just going to be continuing on. There we go. Yep, right there. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side. And onto the other side, we're going to repeat the exact same process that we went to on this side. So I'm just going to be putting it right there, okay, allowing it to massage away, right, okay, and once again, I'm just going to be highlighting a little bit just to see if I can see a little better, right? Okay, perfect, okay, perfect, you did great. Now for our final little parts, I'm going to be focusing on your lower face right here around the jawline. I know that there were some blemishes right there, hormonal probably. You should look into a lunar candle or a calendar, that way you kind of keep on cycle with what it is that your cycle is doing right now. But until then, you have me at your services. I know that drinking Coke would cause premature wrinkles, but at the same time, I personally would rather just die than have the little few delicacies that I have ripped apart from me just because of some arbitrary societal standards, don't you? Of course not. So I'm just going to be pouring in a couple of this last jottings of your face right here, okay, right? Really making sure that I get a good amount of good coverage because I'm going to be using the residue or the leftovers to really coat the rest of your face on a final application. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to be rubbing it right there. Okay, I'm just going to be really working it into your lower area. Once again, the blemishes will get more full, they will get more red, but they will disappear as long as you don't pick on them, and they will never come back with this procedure, with this process. So I'm just going to be putting a lot of Vaseline right here, right here, right here, right here. I am so sorry, my dear. Okay, let's just make sure that your face is nice. And are you okay? Perfect. I'm just going to be putting in a little bit of that right there. Right. Okay, now to the other side. I want to make sure that we get really even balanced, you know. I don't want one side to be looking like, you know, a 20-year-old and the other side to be not looking like the great grandmother's ovary egg that you are now inside of, because you are now looking 170 years younger than what you're looking like right now. I want you to look like a fetus's zygote. So let's just kind of work this right on in, right? I'm just going to be working this right on in. Really getting some good coverage onto this side and then a little bit more on this side, right? Just working it both right on into it. Sorry, my nail almost popped out. You know how it is with acrylics. So I'm just going to be putting it both right on in. Alright, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, my dear? Okay. Now, as we talked about, I'm going to be putting the residue onto the rest of your face, coating it down. So I'm just going to be coating it down your face, allowing it to really just submerge, absorb, and apply onto your face. Right. Really allowing it to just kind of take in everything that I'm putting onto it. Right. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going to be allowing it to just sort of dry there. And I'm going to be just doing my final analysis, so if you wouldn't mind just closing your eyes again. Perfect. I'm going to be flashing the light again. And I'm just going to be checking my final results just to make sure that everything has been coated thoroughly. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yep. 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 I like it. That's the way. I like it. Perfect. There we go. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to take a photo for a record, just so we have one right there, and we can show like an example for our future prospective clients, if not just our future clients, so that way they know like what are they getting themselves into and what kind of results we yield in this clinic. Is that okay with you? Perfect. Just look at me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, and perfect. Whichever one was the better one is the one we're going to be going with. Now, are there any questions, quandaries, or inquiries for me? None whatsoever. Well, interesting. If you have any questions, quandaries, or inquiries as you leave or after you leave and once you get home and all of that jazz, please don't hesitate to call me. I will be more than happy to answer them. Okay? Okay. In that case, take care, my love. Take care, my dear. Bye-bye.